Hello everyone, it's Matt and Susie here. We are just doing a little quick video just to kind of make up for the fact that the part 2 of session 2, the file got corrupted in the recording. So we're just going to tell you what happened with the aid of artwork brought to you by Grayson and Joe, and it's going to be fantastic. The video series originally was just we were recording it so that we could watch it back ourselves, just so that we knew it was kind of for our own enjoyment. But because we've had quite a lot of people talking about it, because we've been talking about it in social media and Twitter and Twitch and whatever, a lot of people were asking to see it, so that's kind of why we're putting them out in the first place. So apologies for the second half of this not being a proper video, but you know, shit happens. So Susie, Susie's here, the DM, and we're gonna talk about what happened in the stuff that you didn't see, and yeah, the artwork is amazing. So
it's actually my favourite. I adore it.
Yeah. So if you happen to do any fan art at all for any reason, then feel free to show it to us. Either like link it to us on Twitter.
Yeah, definitely. If you draw a thing or write a thing or even have like
amazing.
any comments about the thing, seriously, link us up on Twitter. I love to see it. I live for that stuff. So yeah.
That'd be great.
So shall we get the show on the road?
Yeah. Okay. I felt really bad for Joe because he sat there in the first in that first video that's going to be out. He sits there and he doesn't do anything because we don't meet his character. And then when we do meet his character, it's all in the corrupted footage that I just couldn't retrieve. So,
yep. So all he does is for an hour sits there in silence, and he gets a little bit sassy from time to time, but he doesn't get to play as Alston. And I'm really sad
to play
for
his
him.
Character. So yeah, you won't really see his character until the third session. So yeah, if you miss this video, then when you watch the third one, you'll be like, "What the? Who is this guy?"
To be fair, that's what everyone's like anyway. They're like, "Who? What?
Well,
why?"
Yeah, that's true. Who is this guy? What's he doing here?
Where did he come from? What?
Where did he go?
Where did he come from?
I'm not. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
All right. So our intrepid adventurers, it took them a long ass time to decide to go and rescue Abraham from the dungeons of the House Dumori.
Yes.
So they made their way.
That was my fault mainly.
Yeah, you decided to have a bath.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know when I was going to get another one.
And the rest of the Scooby Gang investigated the house, made a real sham of hiding their tracks. By the way.
That was awful.
I was sat there the whole time going, "Holy shit! They're going to just leave it like that? Oh my god!"
Yeah. Just bad.
But yeah, so you eventually decide to go rescue Abraham. And you make your way towards the dungeons. You come across Danris, the nice shy guard that you'd met earlier in the House Dumori.
That Captain Knacker had knocked out for no particular reason in the stables.
Yep, suffering a concussion from repeated head blows.
Speaking of which, we never actually addressed what happened to Captain Knacker. I like to think that because he slept on the roof of the stables that night.
Yeah. I
like to think that when he saw Lady du Maurier leaving, he decided that he probably wasn't going to get paid and left anyway.
Yeah, I like to think that. Yeah, unfortunately, Digi did decide, that he had to leave our group.
Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll come back as like a guest or something.
Yeah, there's always a space open for him at our digital table.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I like to think happened to Captain Knacker. Should anyone be thinking, what happened to Captain Knacker? That's what I believe to have happened.
He thought, fuck this shit, I'm not getting paid. So he stole away in Lady du Maurier's carriage and stole her shit. Maybe. Maybe he'll come back later on. Maybe he'll be working for her when he comes back. If he comes back. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Plot twists. But yeah, we might never see him again. But that's up to him.
You never
Anyway.
Yeah. So we met Danris.
So Danris.
Yeah,
yes.
He was already suffering a concussion, poor lad. He looked pretty rough. He sat in a chair, given the easy duties because he is very weak right now. And the gang decided to terrorise him further.
Well, I believe it was Brad who was trying to like persuade him, and he just wasn't having any of it.
So he was under orders from Dayron, the seneschal or posh butler, for those who don't know what seneschal means.
I didn't know what that means, so thank you.
So he was under orders from Dayron to not let anyone into the dungeons. So when the gang arrived and like, sup, Danris, can we go in the dungeons? He was like, no, can't, sods. So Brad was. This is exactly how it played out. You can tell I'm an amazing DM. Brad tried his persuasion, put on the charm, grabbing the hand, looking into his eyes, batting his eyelashes. Didn't work. Didn't work at all because Brad is not half as persuasive as he thinks he is. So upon that failing, Isaac went hardcore and tried to intimidate the poor lad. And succeeded. Danris
I bashed his head. I bashed the back of his head against the wall. His already concussed head.
Yes, you did, because that's what the poor boy needed, more head wounds.
Yep.
They make their way past Danris, who is now thoroughly concussed, like seriously mega concussed, and very intimidated. Make their way down into the dungeons, where they are greeted by 3 guards, 2 of which were keeping guard near the doorway, one of which was taunting some prisoners down the other end of the room. A kerfuffle ensued. A rather quick fight, actually. It was over in a couple of rounds, like 3 rounds.
They didn't last long.
Nope. So they got taken out big time. Pip set to work harvesting organs, as she does. Very swiftly. At which point, they hear a very posh voice ring out from down the end of the corridor. Not Abraham's voice. It was a new fellow that they'd never met before.
That's right.
And in that cell was our new member, Alston, played by our wonderful Joe.
Joe, yep.
Who is a Neko, like Kitlin, like Pip, and was Catboy.
For those that don't know,
anime Catboy, because he's a fucking weeb. Love you, Joe. So they met Alston.
He's a dragon knight, right?
He is a dragon knight, yeah. But you didn't know that at the time.
No, we didn't know that at the time.
He was just a hoity-toity posh dude locked up in a cell.
Yeah.
So after a bit of conversation, after a bit of persuading on Alston's part, you did free him.
Yeah.
And you went across to Abraham's cell, which was directly opposite. And you saw that he was wrecked. Like, he'd been tortured. Yeah. He was in a really, really bad way. You immediately checked his neck for bite wounds, if I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you were really suspicious at that point. Because after searching through Darren's room, you were like, shit, this is vampires.
Yeah, I mean, even though I don't know if any of our characters would actually know that was a thing. Yeah,
I think there was a little bit of metagaming going on there.
Yeah, it's sometimes when it's like it's that obvious.
Yeah.
That something or somebody is a vampire. Mm-hmm. When you're trying to role play, sometimes it's really hard to forget that you know stuff.
Yeah, and it is a game run by me, so there's gonna be vampires in it.
Yeah, of course.
So you immediately checked out Abraham for signs of vampirism. You didn't detect any, but you did see that he had been severely tortured. There was tons of puncture wounds in him, like around his chest area. He had been thoroughly bled. You did a bit of healing magic, I believe, or chucked some health potions at him.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it was a mixture of stuff. I can't remember. I think I healed one of the party members after the fight, rather than actually healing Abraham.
Oh, did you lay on hands?
Yeah, but I don't remember. I don't remember who it was on.
Probably Brad.
Yeah, although he said that I'd healed 47 in one of the episodes recently, but I don't know. Anyway, it was probably Brad. It was probably Brad.
Because he's apparently the squishy target that everyone goes for lately.
Yeah. But I think they used a potion for Abraham.
Yes. So you managed to revive Abraham, take him out of the chains, and you made your way out of the dungeons. You collected Alston's gear on your way out, and you found he had a really nice shiny set of half-plate armour, as well as a glaive and a staff. And a bit of gold. Not as much gold as he came with, which he noted. And he assumed that the guards must have been picking through his belongings and was very pissed off about that.
To be honest, though, if you're going to be a guard and you've got prisoners and they've got a lot of gold, you are going to nick someone.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Without a thought, yeah.
Yeah.
You did also note that Alston's armor was very, very shiny, silver, almost platinum in colour.
Yes.
Yeah. So, as you make your way out of the dungeon, Alston, and you make your way to leave with Abraham, Alston's like, I ain't leaving, I have a friend here.
Yeah.
To the rest of the party, we're like, is it that important? Can we just leave him?
Yeah, we really didn't want to be there anymore. We really wanted to leave.
Alston was like, fuck no, not leaving without my friend. So you guys are like, fine. I'm paraphrasing here. I'm paraphrasing.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, there was quite a lot of conversation, but in the interests of time, and because we can't remember everything that was said ever.
This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But as you made your way out of the dungeons, there was old poor concussed Danris, regaining his footing, regaining his worldly balance, and he sees you guys emerge from the stairs, blood covered in blood, Kitlin like up to the elbows because she's been elbow deep in fellow guard, with the prisoners.
Yeah.
So he attempts to make a run for it to alert everyone about what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To which 47 goes, I've got a bright idea. I'm going to shoot him with my short bow. Didn't shoot him with the short bow. Missed.
No, missed.
Amazingly missed. Danris took off running, shouting, screaming for Dayron and anyone who would listen.
I believe I tried to use command on him and he made his saving throw.
Oh, you did, yes. Yeah, you tried to use command as well, but he did make the saving throw, yeah.
Yeah, so nothing happened. I was like, oh god, no.
Attempts were made, attempts failed, and Danris got away.
Yep. The dice obviously wanted him to get away that day.
Thank you, Aaron Jesus.
Yeah.
So you guys set out to look for Alston's companion, his friend. You went up the stairs of the House du Maurier because Alston seemed to know which direction he was in. Like, he knew kind of where he was.
Yeah.
So you followed him. It wasn't like Alston knew the house. He had like a sixth sense that led him to this companion.
That's right.
So it was up the stairs, down a couple of hallways. You had a few more scuffles with some more guards, brutally murdered as you do. It wasn't
too difficult. I'd happily fight guards all day in that place because they were pretty standard.
Yeah, pretty standard, bog standard fellas. So you arrive outside a chamber door. You burst through the door and you are met with the sight of a table with a platinum dragon, very tiny baby platinum dragon chained to it.
Baby dragon.
Dragon, with many, many chains. 4 guards around each side and 4 snake-like pillars surrounding the baby dragon.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. So there's a fight. A fight ensues. Lots of damage was taken and given.
This was when the bumsaw really came into effect,
yes,
wasn't it?
So this was the birth of the bumsaw, yeah.
I'm pretty sure this was when, I think it was like the very last guard that was left alive. And I wasn't rolling at all. Like, I couldn't hit anything at all during this particular encounter. Like, was not rolling high enough to hit.
I mean, you say
to get above their
this
AC.
particular encounter, but nothing much has changed. If we're being honest,
I don't know. It's got slightly better, but yeah. And then the last person that was alive, it was
Yep. So Kitlin got the "How do you want to do this?" She got the final kill, and she it was the birth of the bumsaw. She decided that she was going to take her bone saw and go up from the guard's crotch and saw through him.
Yeah.
Like medieval torture.
From the bum up.
Yeah, from the bum up. Hence bumsaw.
Hashtag bumsaw.
47, I believe, did detect that those stone snake things were in fact a trap.
Yep.
And not to cross the boundaries because it made like a square shape around this baby dragon. Yeah. So after a bit of tinkering with them, he managed to disarm that trap. And Alston immediately rushed over to comfort the baby dragon, who we found out his name was Eolnadir.
Yep. Because he couldn't have a normal name. It could be like Dave or Kevin.
It's a dragon. You can't call a dragon Kevin.
Why not? You can call anything Kevin.
Oh, this is my mighty dragon, Keith.
Yeah, that would be so much easier to say than Eolnadir.
No, okay, so there's baby Nadia chained to a table.
Baby Keith.
Baby Keith. Joey's going to kill me for that. Baby Keith chained to a table. And the gang set about trying to free him from his chain bonds. Now, they did have a crowbar. There was a couple of attempts made. Not exactly successful because we all know the gang can't roll dice for shit.
Yeah, bearing in mind myself, Isaac and Alston are both like the two strongest.
Yeah, you both have the highest strength stats because that's your attack stat, basically.
Yeah, I think I'm on 16. I think he's got 17.
Yeah.
So we've got like the most strength out of everyone, and neither of us could get the chains off.
Nope.
It was ridiculous.
It was hilarious, and then out comes Brad, tiny little falafel Brad.
Yeah. Rolls
up his tiny little shirt sleeves and goes, "Stand back, lads, I got this." Natural 20.
Didn't he roll 2 of them?
Yes. So the first chain, natural 20, pulls it from the wall like it's nothing. Tries his luck again on the other one, another natural 20. Second chain,
it was ridiculous.
Gone.
It was so ridiculous. I just like, there's me and Alston, like 2 hench like guys with all this like muscle and strength and stuff, and then this tiny little Lalafell, like halfling basically creature comes in, and then just like just climbs up these chains and just yanks them out of the wall like it ain't no thing. It's like, what the hell?
It was insane, really. Like, it's just bizarre. And it's a precedent that's lasted for the entire game. Brad's strength checks have been so much better than everyone else's. And
it's true.
Strength is like his lowest stat.
Yeah.
That's his dump stat. And it's hilarious. I love the dice for that. They're my favourites.
It's just like, what? Like, whenever there's like a door or something that's stuck or something that needs moving, it's just like, me and Alston will try and fail, and then, it just relies on Brad to come over and go, bop. or Kitlin.
Yeah, or Kitlin.
I've noticed.
The two weakest party members. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys do eventually manage to free Nadia, and you have a little hug. Alston and Nadia had a little hug.
Yeah, they have.
Isaac started to have a little breakdown, had a little cry to himself.
It did.
Which
was a bit weird for everyone else, because they were like this masked weird guy that they don't really know very well, just falling to his knees and sobbing, weeping openly in front of them all, and just apologizing profusely for like several minutes, while they were just like, what the fuck is going on?
Because it's important to note that Nadia is a platinum dragon. And Isaac's patron god is Bahamut, the platinum dragon.
Oh, see, this hasn't been really discussed.
No, it hasn't. No. So Isaac is if we can
getting background on Isaac right
now.
Yeah.
If you want to discuss it now, this is cool. But
no,
you don't want to discuss it.
I want it to come out in the game.
All right then. Okay, fine.
Because otherwise, I mean, I could talk about it for ages, but I'd rather it just come out in the game for everyone to, so that it's a more natural thing.
Yeah. Okay, no worries.
Plus, I like keeping secrets from Pip.
Yeah, Pip loves the secrets. But yeah, the gang know that you have dealings with a platinum dragon anyway, because you hold an emblem, a medallion of the platinum dragon around your neck. Yeah. Granted, it just have a big massive cross in it, but you've still got that around your neck.
But it's still there.
Yeah,
it's still there.
All right.
Yeah.
So after the rescue of Nadia and the little cry session and everyone going, what the fuck? And Kitlin going, oh, look at this baby dragon. Oh.
Yep.
The party regroups themselves. Did you take a short rest? Or did you just decide to book it? I can't remember. I think you decided to just book it because you were fleeing.
Yeah. I don't really remember. I think we just kind of healed up whatever we could with whatever we had.
I distinctly remember you guys describing it as Scooby-Dooing out of there as quick as possible, especially towards the end, so the the party regrouped, made their way back down the staircase, towards the front door, which was locked and barred.
Yeah.
And you remembered the exit that you had previously taken to chase the black figure through the House du Maurier, back before you thought anything was shady.
Jonathan.
Yeah. Old Jonathan.
Well, we assume that was Jonathan. We don't actually know if the figure that we chased through the kitchen and that way was actually Jonathan. We're just assuming that.
Yeah.
That's
so what you assume was Jonathan. So you remembered that
yeah.
route of egress, as it were.
Yeah.
So you make your way through there, skidding on the marble floors as you round corners. As you turn the corner to go through the kitchen, you found the tall, slender figure of Darren stood, his arms crossed behind. His arms neatly folded in front of him. He turned on his heel to welcome you all, and stopped you like with a glare and said, "Going somewhere?" To which everyone went, "Oh fuck." And so you all sort of careened like in Scooby-Doo when one of them stops and the rest of them don't, and everyone just slides into the back of each other.
That's right.
And that's where we ended that session.
And that's where we ended.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh.
And you guys were like,
what's
oh,
going to happen
shit,
next?
no.
Oh, no.
Ah! And I sat there cackling to myself, as I do. As I so often do at the end of one of our sessions.
Yes, you do. But it's amazing, so we don't mind too much. So that's basically what happened. That's a very good explanation of exactly what happened throughout the lost episode in quotation marks, because it was about 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe of footage. But for some reason, because I use OBS to record, something went wrong somewhere. And I don't know, maybe it just doesn't like big files, but it was completely corrupted. I tried several different programs to try and get it back again, which didn't work. So that's why we're doing this, because this was the only other way of doing it. Otherwise, you would have had the first part and then nothing, and then session 3, and you would have had a very brief recap of what happened, because that's what Susie does at the beginning of each thing. So this is a nicer way of kind of being able to explain exactly what happened in game and with the actual footage and stuff. So yeah.
And let's not forget the amazing artwork that will have been shown on screen during that whole spiel.
Oh yeah, of course. The artwork is superb. Second to none.
Yeah, I mean,
some might say.
As an artist myself, I mean, I can truly appreciate a masterpiece when I see one. And these pieces really, really just capture something.
Just top notch. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Susie, for coming and explaining it all for us, so that we have something to explain what happened.
It's all right.
We've already recorded like up to session 8, so these are going out. We're a bit behind. But the video quality and everything should be a lot better from 8 onwards. Just because OBS and getting settings right and stuff. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope you continue to watch. I hope you continue to enjoy these weird stories. And we get a transition into Curse of Strahd a bit later on, so enjoy that when that happens. Possible spoilers there, but it doesn't matter. So thanks again, and we'll see you very soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.